The trial for Rachel Corrie, the International Solidarity Movement activist killed in Gaza by an Israeli bulldozer in 2003, has resumed in the Israeli city of Haifa. Last Saturday, Rachel's parents, Cindy and Craig, and her sister Sarah spoke in Beit Sahur about the ongoing trial and their continued quest for justice for Rachel.
What we can tell now from the State Department is the day after Rachel was killed, President Bush was promised by Prime Minister Sharon a thorough, credible, and transparent investigation into Rachel's killing. And it is the position of the U.S. government that still has not happened.
During court hearings this past March, the Corrie family presented witnesses, including ISN activists who were with Rachel when she was crushed by an Israeli Army Caterpillar D9R bulldozer.
All of the international eyewitnesses, and they've been very consistent in this ever since 2003, it's what they first told us, believed that she was visible to the people inside the bulldozer. And that the bulldozer continued, as it came forward, pushing the mound of earth, she lost her balance, fell backward, the bulldozer continued over her for about another, drove over her until she was under the cab. It stopped and then back and reversed. At that point, other activists were screaming and yelling for it to stop, but it reversed back over her.
At the time of her death, Rachel was non-violently demonstrating against Palestinian home demolitions in the Gazan city of Rafah. She died of her injuries after being evacuated by ambulance.
One thing that I've noticed being in court that has started to be a real frustration to me is that it's clear that the Israeli government, the state's attorneys, want to make sure that the judge doesn't hear anything about why Rachel was in Gaza. And to me, that's pretty discouraging, because the context of what she was doing there becomes overlooked as legal decisions are made about how she was killed. So I want to make sure that you understand that Rachel just didn't get up one day and decide to go and stand in front of a bulldozer. There were reasons for her to be there.
At the present phase of the trial, the state is presenting witnesses. 13 affidavits were submitted, including those of the bulldozer driver who ran over Rachel and other military personnel who were involved in the incident. According to Cindy Corrie, the family's legal battle is made that much more difficult by an Israeli military system which avoids taking responsibility for its actions.
There's a system in place. The operational investigation is intended to help the military see what they can learn from what happened, but not to take care of any wrongdoing that might have happened during the incident. And so there is a recent report called Void of Responsibility by Beth Selim that's just come out talking about these very issues. And also Human Rights Watch has an earlier report called Promoting Impunity. And it's about this system of operational investigations and military police investigations and how they intersect, I believe, to really keep the institution of the military from having to assume responsibility.